what is coming out now from these modern mills is such that the rice can favorably compare with rice imported from other parts of the world.
Noting this new development, a number of states have approached the river basins and are forming strategic partnerships with them towards the realization of the agricultural programs of their states. Among this, you have the Anambra Imo River Basin working with the Imo State government on the Ada Rice Irrigation Project, which is in partnership between the state government and the PPP program. On the whole, all this point to a return of the river basin authorities to playing a strong and pivotal role in the growth of agriculture and economic development of Nigeria.
If you look at the River Basin Development Authorities and what they are supposed to do, you find out that it's a wonderful program by the federal government, because it's supposed to fix these kinds of problems that are relating to water issues, that are relating to agriculture. If they are funded 100% and they are funded well and managed well, I think it will go a long way to improving agriculture in Nigeria. And as we are talking now about the agricultural transformation agenda, issues relating to water is very, very important, and I feel that they will play a very pivotal role in improving what we have.
In terms of arable land, Nigeria has a huge amount of arable land available for cultivation. I believe the figure is about 34 million hectares that can be actually cultivated for cropping. But in terms of irrigation, about 1/10 of that, 3.4 million hectares, is available in terms of potential for irrigation development. Within the River Niger and River Benue valleys in Nigeria, we have a potential for irrigation of about 1.8 million hectares of land. Now, if we are able to develop all that area under irrigation, Nigeria will not only become a food self-sufficient country, but we will also become a major exporter of food. As a matter of fact, irrigating that 1.8 million hectares will not only produce food to feed the whole of Nigeria, but will also feed the whole of the sub-region.
The future is bright for Nigeria in the sense that we would be self-sufficient in terms of food production. There will be food security. There will be more jobs being created, and so that would greatly reduce the level of unemployment in our country, and that the products that we produce in terms of agri-products would favorably compare with those produced in other parts, and so our export of agri-products would also increase, and then we would also have a healthier population because they have enough to eat, and they also have good water to drink and to use, because in developing all these facilities, we would also be developing the water sector to support the agricultural production and other industrial activities in Nigeria.
Across Nigeria, from the coastal riverine areas through the mangrove swamps to the evergreen rainforest and the derived savanna in the north, there is hardly any part of Nigeria that cannot be suitably used for one form of agricultural activity or the other. Increasingly, hope rises for the realization of the government's irrigation action plan. This would have reduced high levels of instability in crop and livestock production and boost development in the country. Although oil accounts for 90% of the nation's revenue, it contributes only 10% to the country's gross domestic product, GDP. Agriculture, on the other hand, contributes over 40% to the country's GDP, employing more than 60% of Nigerians. This renewed drive to regenerate the river basins is a step in the right direction, one that will most definitely lead to true transformation across Nigeria.